Tonight we have a chance to say, yeah, you're right. We're too extreme. We're too wild. We're too out of control. We're too full of our own shit. Well, we have a chance to say, hey, fuck you, you're wrong. Fuck you, we're right. Because you have lied.
Hello everybody, this is a new show. We're going to try something new here, but this is a show that I like to call Pipe Bomb. You see, I'm going to be speaking my mind about everything that is wrong with the wrestling business. Now, let's start. First thing is ROH and Sinclair Broadcasting Group and their TV deal. Now, this is a little more biased. This is a lot more about me and what I think of it. Some people may not have a problem with it because they don't live in California, but here we go. Of all the states that they took off, that they took Sinclair Broadcasting Group off of, and you can't watch ROH in that state, it had to be California. Really? Really? Apparently they assumed that we have, better things to do than watch wrestling. Honestly, we don't. We have nothing better to do. We have nothing better to do than watch wrestling. Alright? We are dorks. It's the fucking truth. And who cares? Who fucking cares? That's that, you know? And honestly, there are other states that have nothing better to do. One sec. There are states out there that have nothing better to do than watch wrestling. For example, Kansas. When was the last time they had an ROH show in Kansas? I don't think they even ever had an ROH show in Kansas. One sec. Alright, I'm back. Now, when was the last time they did an ROH show in Kansas? They never did. Alright? Let's see. Are you going to tell me that the people down in New Hampshire watch wrestling? Because I don't remember the last time they did a show in New Hampshire. I mean, maybe Chaotic Wrestling because they're based out of New England, but other than that, no. Especially not ROH. I don't remember them doing a show there. And dude, they're gonna do they're gonna put ROH in Nevada too. I don't remember them doing any shows in Nevada. So obviously, people have never really got to feel the ness of ROH, if you will, the ness. That's what I like to call it. They never really got to see ROH live, and neither have I, but I've ordered just about all their iPay-per-views, and I have been amazed by their talent, and I don't really demand, because they're not going to take my demand seriously, because we're part of the YWC, or the IWC, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, but why can't you just put it in California and not, why do you have to, take it out of California, not like New Hampshire where nobody cares about wrestling? You know? I mean, New York and Philadelphia, you can put them there. I understand if you want to put them there, because those are where the real wrestling fans are at. I'm just saying, there are some fans of wrestling in California. Okay? We're not, too busy listening to Justin Bieber and shit. so you don't have to worry about that. Just put it somewhere in California. I don't even care if it's like fucking Sacramento or something. I'll move there. I don't fucking care. I just want to watch ROH on fucking SBG. I cuss a lot. Why do I cuss a lot? I guess to get through all the uhs. To fill that void of all the fucking uhs, because fuck shit, fuck, fuckity fuck, in my opinion, is better than every 2 seconds. But I'm still going to be doing a lot of uhs. So, you're basically fucked. Next thing is Nexus. The high and mighty Nexus. We all thought that this was like the future of wrestling. Really? Because now it's dead. It's dead as a fucking door hinge. Alright? It was filler, and now it's over. Okay? It was a flash in the pan, guys. That's what it was. Nothing more. Alright. It's just how it goes, man. Be right back. Anyway, I'm back, but you know, just like guys like me, guys like PS Power, we tried to tell you that this was just a flash in the pan. It was filler. It would be over in a year, and I'm sure you guys knew that. But let's see. They kicked out Darren Young, and yes, he sucks. I can understand them kicking out Darren Young. And then Skip Sheffield got injured, who was one of their best guys. It was like the big fucking lariat from Skip Sheffield, 450 splash, or the wasteland, and then the 450 splash. And that was like what they did every time they attacked someone. You know, like he was one of their primary guys in Nexus, Skip Sheffield, and then he got injured. They kicked out Michael Tarver, who, again, was one of their primary guys, at least in my opinion. And then they brought in John Cena, woohoo! And then he was out in a month. Who else? They kicked out Wade Barrett, like, by the end of 2010. And then Punk took over. And then they brought in some guy named Mason Ryan. And then they kicked out Husky Harris, who was the fat guy of the team, which is very evil of them. Join Fat today, motherfucker. By the way, we beat fucking Sons of Anarchy's ass, but that's besides the point of this video. But we told you so. Mason Ryan's injured for like the rest of the year. Let's see, Michael McGillicuddy and Otunga, they're out of Nexus, but they're still a tag team. They're probably going to lose the titles to Ryder and Morella sooner than later. And yeah. So, what was the point of Nexus? I guess we'll find out. But, nonetheless, Nexus was nothing but filler. It was filler, and now it's over. Deal with it. So, that's all I gotta say about that. Next, what do they have against Christian? That's just my question. What the hell do they have against Christian? He busted his ass for 15 years. 15 years, okay? And, like, I understand that 3 of those years was, like, in TNA and everything, but still, 15 years. He worked his ass off for 15 years for you guys. He did, jobber matches in, 1997, and then he went to the Brood, and, after that, him and Edge split with Gangrel and all those guys, and then they were the fucking greatest tag team of all time, besides the Hardy Boys, because the Hardy Boys are for life. Then they were the fucking Conquistadors, and then Christian split with Edge, and then he started teaming with Christian. Chris Jericho. What? Yes, Christian and Christian. Why not? The Christians. All right. God is real. We believe in God. But then he split with Chris Jericho. Then he started throwing temper tantrums. Then he was hanging out with Trish Stratus and Tomko. He got injured. He came back, and he did rap battles with John Cena, and then he's gone. That's it. No more Christian. He goes back to TNA, or he goes to TNA, didn't go back to TNA because it was the first time. He beat Jarrett for the title like 3 months after he was there. Let's see. And then he lost the title back to Jarrett at Slammiversary, and then he turned heel for a while, and then he turned face again, feuded with Angle, and he almost joined the Main Event Mafia, but then he came back to WWE, alright? He came back after 3 years, he busted his ass, and then he quit because they weren't treating him right, and I could totally understand that. They put him on SmackDown, and he was jobbing to Booker T and all that good shit. But he feuded with Swagger. He was the ECW champion, which was like, oh, you went to TNA, so we're going to put you on the C brand. You know why he went to TNA? Because you guys were burying him, okay? That's what happens when you bury people. They quit your job, and then they go to TNA. That's what happens every time. Someone told me that Chris Masters is not going to go to TNA. Melina. Tell me that Melina's not going to go to TNA. Tell me that Hurricane Helms is not going to go to TNA, alright? Mr. Anderson did it. Matt Hardy did it. And yes, Christian did it, alright? And then he came back. And a couple years later, they gave him the title. And then, because WWE never learns anything, they never learn anything about their errors, they freaking have him job to Randy Orton 2 days later. 2 days later. He got 48 hours out of that title after busting his ass for 15 years. 15 years. Guys. So, then he won it back. He was the champ for a month. The reign was absolutely worthless. They completely made him look like a fool. And then he lost to Orton again. What the hell do you guys have against him? I'm just, please. This guy was the man that invented what? What? Huh? What? That was the guy that made what famous. He had a huge part in that. Alright? So, you best be recognizing, alright? You better recognize. Alright? Swear to God, man. Seriously. Seriously. But, nonetheless, Christian, come on, guys. Just help a brother out. Swear to God. And then you got Impact Wrestling. Oh, boy. Impact Wrestling. Of course. Of course. Impact Wrestling. Are you serious? Are you serious? You're still calling it wrestling. So let's see. Alright. They have the network storyline, which is just so original, despite the fact that ECW did that in, like, the 90s and shit. All that stuff went down and all that. So, they did the network thing, which was also a rip-off of the Anonymous Raw General Manager. Alright? Oh, and they're a rip-off, too. Sangriento. Rip-off of Sin Cara, and now Amazing Red is gone. He is out the door, and he'll probably do a show in ROH sooner than later. Just like Jay Lethal. Alright, so all the X Division guys are quitting, mainly because your product is complete horseshit. What else? So Mick Foley comes back. He's the GM for, like, a couple weeks. He, renames the show Impact Wrestling, despite the fact that you have a 300-pound giant retarded mongoloid holding the, basically the cruiserweight title, and Eric Young, who hasn't won a match in, like, 10 years, is your TV champ. And for those of you that never knew this, the TV title actually means something. It actually means something. For those of you that just think it's like the U.S. title and it's nothing but that, and it used to be the Legends title and all that shit, no. The TV title actually means something. Rob Van Dam, who's one of my favorite wrestlers, held the ECW TV title for 2 years. Count 'em, 2 years. Dose of reality. Alright? Dose of life, dose of reality. Alright, guys? So you got Eric Young holding the belt. He's freaking challenging Scott Baio, since he's a TV star, for the TV title, okay? And Austin Aries was the referee for whoever the hell's freaking Eric Young. I don't even remember. I don't care. Some guy from the Wonder Years or something. I don't fucking know. But you know, you guys are gonna go down the shitter, and Luchador disagrees with me. Oh, they're not gonna go out of business. They have enough money. You know why they have enough money? Because Dixie Carter's dad won't get his head out of his ass. All right, that is why. That is like the saving grace of TNA. If Bob Carter didn't like own them, basically, TNA would go down the shitter within a month. TNA would already be out of business. Alright? When Bob Carter dies, TNA's going out of business. That's what I meant. Alright? When Bob Carter dies, and the Panda Company, whatever the hell it is, goes down the flusher, TNA will be done. TNA will be deceased. Gone. Zilch. Zero. Nada. Alright? It will be gone. It will be dead. It will be 6 feet under in the wrestling ashes. Alright? And yeah, pretty much. And Luchador was like, "Oh, why do you want TNA to go away? That means less wrestling on TV." And I'm sorry, Luchador, but it's barely even wrestling. I'm sorry, it's barely even wrestling. Let's see. Oh yeah. In the main event, we get Mr. Anderson, Sting, and Kurt Angle in a triple threat match for the world title on free TV, and it's going to be 5 minutes long, and Sting is going to win the title again at 52 years of age. TNA, TNA, TNO. That is my new campaign, TNO. Expect a TNO campaign in one of my future videos, but I mean, come on. Really, guys? Are you really still supporting this TNA crap? I mean, I'm just asking. Because I sure as hell don't have any more hope in it. And Jeff Jarrett, you make me sick. You brought the AAA title, which has brought many legends of the Mexican world. Let's see, I think Dr. Wagner Jr. was the champ for a while. El Zorro, La Parca maybe, I don't know. But like, so many legends of wrestling have held that belt, and you think that you can just beat El Zorro and bring the title on TNA and, oh, you've earned so much respect, haven't you? Bullshit. Bullshit, Jeff. Bullshit. Alright? And no, Paul Heyman taking the company would not do a damn thing. It would not change a damn thing. Okay, guys? Remember, like, in 2007 when everybody was like, oh, man, the second Eric Bischoff gets control of TNA, everything is gonna get fixed, everything is gonna be okay, and they're gonna be the next WWE, they're gonna put WWE out of business, and TNA will be the real deal. Look what happened. Kurt Angle and Jeff Jarrett in a parking lot brawl. Now you got that whole eliminate the hate campaign. Yet, let's see, there's a wrestler called Bully Ray, and let's see, Jeff Hardy's finisher is what, the Twist of Hate, guys? Yeah. Hypocrisy at its freaking best. Alright? Contradiction, yeah. So, seriously, come on. Is this really what wrestling has come to? I guess we'll find out. Until then, Sato has spoken. Bye, Mom.